Look here, y'all. Y'all ready to make some ribs? I'm not gonna waste too much of your time. This is how we're gonna start off. We're gonna start off by pulling this membrane off. And this process is simple if you get like to use the back of a spoon. Other than that, it's kind of a struggle trying to do it with your hands, but just get the back of a spoon like you see me doing here. Now, once you're able to slip 2 fingers in there, go ahead and grab yourself a napkin because it's time to start pulling it off. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut mine in two just because the simple fact it's too long to fit in my smoker. Other than that, folks, you can achieve this smoking in your oven. The only thing about smoking in your oven, you will have to add a little liquid smoke. But let's go on and get these ribs hooked up for the grill. And now what we're going to do, we're going to generously coat both sides of these ribs with some mustard. This mustard is my binder. A lot of people don't agree with it, but folks, it's not going to hurt a thing. And then if anything, it gives it a little bit more flavor. And this is a seasoning that I will be using right here. It's Wiskey Apple. Oh man, I'm not tell y'all, this is a game changer right here by Kinder's. This is a game changer. Now you want to make sure you got every piece of meat covered. Anything that you think you can bite and chew, you want to get that covered because what this is going to do is make sure the seasoning sticks to every bite. All right, now it's time for the star of the show, y'all. That Kinder's, that Whiskey Apple. Oh man, this stuff right here, it's not hot. You know, I like hot and spicy stuff, but this right here, I can probably put this seasoning on any kind of meat right here, to be truthful. And like I said, folks, with that binder we put on here, and now we're going to make sure we coat every piece of meat with some of this seasoning. And this seasoning is not too salty, so you don't have to worry about over salting your meat, even though you might have to watch it just a little bit, but it's not a lot of sodium in this seasoning. I believe it's only like 130 milligrams per half a teaspoon, something like that. And another thing, folks, don't forget the back of your ribs. A lot of people don't like to do the back of their ribs, but if you think about something with a bone in it, especially ribs, people will stick that whole thing in their mouth and suck on it and get all that meat off on it if it's good. So anticipate on people eating your whole rib and putting that whole bone in their mouth. Okay, now I'm gonna be using apple chips too to smoke these ribs with my master built electric smoker. And it only takes a little bit because I'm gonna be only smoking for an hour. And once that hour is up, I'm not gonna reload any chips. We basically is gonna be just letting it bake for another 3 hours. All right, now it is time to load up. Look at all that beautiful apple smoke, y'all. Oh, yes. Yes, yes. Now, once these are through smoking, you might want to stick around because this next step, what we're going to do, we're going to wrap these babies up, and this is what's going to lock in that flavor and that moisture. Plus, we're going to add a little bit more flavor and moisture. And how we're going to achieve that is we're going to add brown sugar, add as much as you want, but we're going to be adding brown sugar and butter. Now, folks, even though I just got 2 ribs here, I'm going to only show you this process for one. Place your ribs face side down. But this process goes for both or however many ribs you got. I just don't want to waste too much time showing you something repetitive. So we're going to wrap them up like this right here. And like I said, back on the grill they go for another 3 hours. All right, now 3 hours are up. Take a look at this, folks. Now look at this pull right here, folks. If your bone ain't sticking out like that, you might want to stick them back on that grill for a little bit longer. But that's what you want. This one got it too. Let me show you. I know I got it. Smooth this one out the way real quick. And check this out right here. This one got the same thing going on with it. Now, folks, these ribs right here are through. If you the kind of person that like just to eat your ribs without seasoning, this video is through for you. But if you want something with sauce on it and everything like that, then stick around because we got one more step. Other than that, like I said, this video is through if you just want a good rib with season. But what we gonna do next is we gonna coat this baby real good in sauce, both sides, front and back, and we're gonna put it on the grill for another 20 minutes just to get the sauce all tacky and stuck to the ribs and everything. This open pit sauce was a new sauce, y'all. I'm gonna tell you one thing I didn't like about it. I didn't like how runny it was. I know y'all seen how it came out, but I'm gonna let y'all see it again once I hit this back side of it, but this sauce is a little bit too runny for me. So more on how my family like it later, but I'm not a sauce fan. They are sauce fans, but if you're a sauce fan, this is the next step for you. This will be going back on the grill for another 20 minutes. Now, if you still here, let me get this other rack chopped up, the one without sauce, so y'all can see this smoke ring, and maybe you'll get an idea of what I mean by if the ribs and everything is so good, you don't need no sauce. See that smoke ring? Look at that there. And see all that good flavor on the top of that? Now, back to what you stayed for. These ribs are off of the grill. The sauce is on here nice and tacky. And look at this, folks. This is a beauty. It is through if you are one for sauces. I mean, it still is beautiful if you're not for sauces, but check that out. I mean, even I might have to take a piece of that just to taste it. Other than that, folks, thank you for watching. I'm going to get this all chopped up. Don't forget to like and subscribe.